Computers were first introduced into a classroom environment in the early 1900s during the Cold War. By 1988, 60% of all workers in the United States use computers. In 1995, the internet began to catch on as schools and individuals started creating their own web pages. A computer is just a tool. We started with a rock on a stick and we elevated that to a wheel. We had animal labor, which turned into a car. We had telegraphs, which we turned into telephones, and we have computers. And with any tool, there is a right way and a wrong way to use it. Computers can be a great advancement into our educational career, but it can also hinder us when we use it wrong. So when we're in class and we take notes on our computer, we're really disassociated from our teachers, and we have a lot of distractions on our computer. And there's been study after study that shows that handwriting notes is more beneficial than taking notes on computers, and students that handwrite their notes end up doing better in class. I also think that we use computers as safety nets and we get into routine environments. We've pounded that 5-paragraph essay to death, and it's our safety net. We use the same transitions, we have the same setup and design, similar sentence structures. Everything becomes the same when we use the same media to write essays. And I think we could break that by changing the media, by using PowerPoint or handwriting or giving a speech, just talking about it. It would drastically change how we set things up. And I think the computers are hindering us in that aspect. I also think that with the advancement in media, we have a different set of language that we use for each one, and I think that those lines can start to get blurred. How you post on Twitter and post on Facebook is not how you should be typing for a class assignment. And I think that those lines are really starting to get crossed sometimes, and I know I've even caught myself using too casual of language in a professional setting. And I think we also have problems now dealing with credible and reliable sources. When we do research, we can easily type into Google any topic and have millions and millions and millions of articles downloaded for us at our fingertips, but it becomes a guessing game to find out which one is credible. There are right ways and wrong ways to do that, but when it's so easy to just type in a word and click on an article and get information, I think people start getting lazy and they don't try as hard to find credible sources. So there's a lot of aspects to a computer that can hinder us, but there's also a lot of things that computers can do to enhance our writing. When we write, we obviously can't just sit down and write a perfect paper in one go. So computers are great in the aspect of editing and drafting and composing a paper. You can easily delete a paragraph and move it with a couple clicks of a button as compared to handwriting it, where you'd have to completely start over or get a new page. Computers are also helpful because they can correct our grammar and our spelling for us. We all dread when our teachers tell us that we have an assignment due at the end of the class period and we have to handwrite our essays. That's practically unheard of at this point, and honestly I think it would just be scary to read somebody's paper without the use of spell check. And like research can be bad, research can also be good. We don't have to go to the library and check out 15 books to have 15 different sources. We can go to an online database and put in a couple keywords to find information that we need, that we know is reliable and critically reviewed. We also have the ability to collaborate. The latest advancement with Google is real-time collaboration, and this takes editing to the next level. You can set up a document and have people all around the world contributing and putting their ideas and thoughts into the document in real time and simultaneously. Computers are just another tool, and there's a right way and wrong ways to use them. If we start to see the strengths and where they are, we can make evolution of writing that much better.